modules. Okay. Gives me a pity look and give me an upgrade which is worse than what we have. That doesn't really make sense, but what the heck? One is useful, so for technological, that must be technology. I'll take that. So, is there any traveler traveling around here? Trotting around? Doesn't look like it, so... I would always say normally go into these rooms, but it's a co-work station, so there is nothing. Let's get only everything everywhere. So actually going to put, I needed 5. Oh, blasted. You know what? And I'll get one more. I, for some reason, thought I only needed 4. I needed a Hermione Granger to remind me. So So as said, you actually don't need to have all of them sitting. However, they give a little bit extra light years to the total. So this is a little bit lower if we took some of them off. So I'll just leave them, and then we can go to all-star systems. And if I really should need space, then that would be an option. Okay, phosphorus is something we could do with, so let's go and get some of that. Actually see from the different types of resources what actually is there, because some of them actually follow the temperature of the planet. So finding a repository is not bad, because at At least then there's buildings on the planet. Copper, phosphorus, that's actually not far away. Silver again. So the more I get to get scanned, the more coins I actually get out of it. So selenium there if you need that. Any animals left yet? The scanning done, then let's see what the repository actually holds. Ship. So, let's say hi to this guy. I don't know if he has anything I can use. But I always check because you never know. I took the wrong one. That's not the first time I've done that. It's always quite important to see what they have in stock. They don't have a lot, but certain things, if you need to combine some and you can't make them yourself, then this is a good time as any. So do we want a map over some local, ancient, historical stuff? I normally take these maps and then go and get whatever there is. So, talk to some of them at home. It never harmed. Organic. Why do I have a feeling they could use that word as an insult? Upgrade. Is that technology? Not unhappy with that. Actually also find travelers at sites like this, so keep an eye out. That is useful, so you actually don't miss them when you come across them, because I don't know, that it doesn't seem to be a pattern. You can then come to 2-3 stations and there is one on each, and then it can take quite a while before you see any again. So I'm not sure what the exact the exact interval where they appear is. I have not decoded that, and if I do, I will of course make a video of my thoughts about that. So let's get a little bit of lore. When I read things like that, I think like Star Trek and the Borg. They do not like to be alone. And it is the same with the Korvax. But there is many different things popping up in that, which is not simple. It's not a simple comparison to what you get with many other things. So that was that. Let's go and look at that side. We got a map there. See if that's anything which would be interesting for us. It's not where we parked. Dude, where's my car? Was quite stupid. It's not always they can be used on other planets. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. So let's see what this ancient place holds for us. We need to do some digging. Let's park here. When we're parked, I'm going to take a very quick short break because I need to do something for a moment. Be back very quickly. So, sorry about that, but we are back and we need to do some digging. Digging around. I think, yeah. Well, at least we can hopefully get something out of it. Not when they are straightforward. I hate when they're not. No, that's not what we need. This is done. It's not showing it. Oh, it was a little bit. It was shy. It's okay. I will not argue with that. Shyness is okay. That's something people can't always help if they are shy. So, what do we find today? Technology prepared. Technology prepared. Fossilized dromedary egg. That sounds intriguing. 1.2 million. I am not going to complain about that. Whoop, there's a hole there. So, I realized that everything is filled up quite a lot in my exosuit, so let me just clean up a little bit. Because I did move certain things over. I suddenly have full stacks of these. It's not really necessary to have. I have to remember to fill up when I come into the ship, because otherwise I tend to forget it. I don't know why it has turned into that. Should have. I was tempted to actually try the other one. See if I get another one. That's not bad. At least then I used the maps. I paid nanites for them. This it's somewhat one of us. It's a little bit silly because what did I pay? 15 nanites, so I would get them in very many times at other times. So shouldn't really be moaning about that. There is no reason for that. So let's do some digging. So it's always the same process with this. Find 3 keys, which is artifact fragments, and then find the large one and the keys, open it. So that is the same process every time. I have never seen it change to more or less keys or anything. There's a building. We can look at that afterwards. Maybe. Oh, there's animals. I didn't think there was any yet. How many is there? 7. Okay. 7 species, and I haven't even found any. I was surprised that there wasn't any birds, but oh well. Now there's suddenly animals everywhere. The thing is, they pay quite well now. 388,000. That is, I'll take that. No doubt about that. So the big one was there. I have 3 keys, don't I? Yeah. I suddenly doubted myself. Did I actually take only 2? I used to in the beginning taking all these crates with the keys because I thought, that is really useful. So I realized that, yeah, I could use them next time, but I was not really what I wanted. The thing is, it takes up space in your exosuit, and in the beginning of the game you actually don't have overly much. I think I'll go up and take that copper. No, I don't already need it, but at some point we will. And Better to have and not need than to need and not have. I must admit, playing for a long time, one of the only things which annoyed me with the game was how much you could actually stack in a slot. I mean, you can argue that how much is needed to be able to put in a slot. I felt that 9,999 was not enough. However, I actually must admit I have come to realize that it is actually quite fine. It's not it's not really needed to have space for more, but I did do some modding in the beginning and kind of used that, but as said, I found out that was not really needed. Why would I need so much in my bags? And through this, I didn't really. Well, as I explained a couple of times, I'm a little bit of a hoarder in games. I do tend to fill up with a lot of stuff I might or might never need. That was this one I needed to fill up. So, yeah. I'm sometimes my own worst enemy when it comes to that. And it's not only in this game, it's in any. I will hoard whatever I can, just in case I should need it. And sometimes there are things you're never going to need. So, nice phosphor deposit here. Good. Buildings down there. Let's go down and check them out. The logo Cobalt. So the building is a trade terminal. Okay. That's fine. So, anything else? Scanned all of them? Yeah. Trade terminal, animals. As long as the animals doesn't try to trade me. Sodium, okay. Going to be lazy and call her. Trying to be sexist or anything, but I've always been told that ships are female. What are we doing now, actually? Maybe we should see if there was a drop pod on this world. Yeah. You know what I was going to. Landed on top of them, so it would be rude not to take them. Sure. We need a couple of things. Let's do this first. Is what I need here, so it makes it a little bit easier for what I need to produce. I need that. Then I should have the rest. These down here was the expensive ones now, so I take them when they're free. So if you remember, I talked about if you have the option to buy the charge, they will cost around 110 to 120,000 units. So at this point where actually we are paying 200,000, we would save money getting a drop pod. There's silver. I did not see that one. It would be rude not to take it when we're here. I think when we're offered the opportunity to get something, by all means. I need it one day. Wow. If I need to make platinum, then I will need it. doing. Showing themselves. At least something flying. That it actually puzzled me that there wasn't anything, and there's normally quite a chance that it would rather be flying than anything else, but yeah, well. I guess that the ways of the creator is like that of a god. So, back to our ship. Then find out what we then do. Still need a water replenished so we can get a living pearl. So we can create that dream thing. Did I ever take the save point here? No. That's why I normally do it as the first thing, because I tend to get it. And our protection is on again. Go to space and see what the other planets in this system hold. If there is anything which looks a little bit interesting. Water-wise, that is. That looks very watery. Sub-zero. I am curious. While we're scooping through space, then I can fuel up again. I think I run on more COVID than the spaceship runs on its Tritium or Pirate, whatever we are using. Now I'm going to add something else as well, some sugary drinks, but that's tend to need that sometimes. So it looked like there was water on this planet. And there is some. So let's see if we can land close to it. Let's see if we can find what we need. I'm not sure we should be swimming in the very cold water, but I'm not sure we have an option. If we want, but if there is what we need. So now we need the cold protection, which is filled up. Not having a lot of space free today. Gold and silver I actually have there, so and fill them up. I have copper as well. So I should get rid of all those different upgrades. Oh, it's very cold. Survival time 2 minutes. Jesus. Well, at least there is what we actually need. So never actually checked how many animals there is on this. So I will say planets with extreme weather is always a hassle, no matter what. but that is not anything new. Okay. It's cold there. Yeah, it's freaking cold. Lots of animals, so yeah, can you stop pushing me back? Thank you. So, metal plating. I can make that. Oops, that was one too many. So, I need cadmium. Wiring loom and glass. So cadmium. I thought I had that in the starship, but no, it's emerald. So yeah, it's fine. I have that on the freighter. So we can actually continue making that. So question is, do we go to the space station and take it from there, or do we take it from somewhere else? That's a little bit tricky. But I know it's cold on this planet. There's only 3 planets in this system. I have a lot haven't uploaded, so let's do that. That's where I am. So we are on 3 planets that had no animals. That is kind of odd, but I'm tempted to actually call the Nexus, because we haven't visited that today.
Extreme night temperature.
Yeah, I found that out. How far down is my... it's actually not too bad.
Technology recharge.
It was not too bad. So, yeah, let's call the Nexus and take a little shopping trip. Oh, we're too close. Need to be away from the planet and very demanding. Very empty today, not many players online. Looks like. Okay. That's one thing you always see in here is the game is busy or not. Because sometimes you come in, you can hardly find a parking spot, where other times, like now, it's absolutely empty. I'm just doing these have I actually had any? No. Oh, he wants living pearls. No, thank you. So have any food stock, don't I think I will pretend that I don't have any. So go and take a shopping trip. Starship. We have everything over here, so actually I'm going to buy them, but I'm probably never going to actually use them. However, you never know really. So we have 6. Just take some through here. As I often have said, I'm not really overly keen on going after some special. We have everything with the exosuit. Take what we can get. Wow, we paid for it, so. No idea what would be best. It's the same again. I can say we can do it and we can look into it. So I think that's a decent this line. So the thing is, you can combine things, thermic condensate, that's up here, and nitrogen salt, which is there. You can combine these and get something which is more valuable, and that goes through everything. Some of these are very, very valuable. So if you want to earn money, go for some of them, produce, and you can actually relatively easy produce, so you have enough for very expensive ships. You might even sometimes have people coming into here in the Nexus and just randomly give you a stack of something which is very valuable. Someone I knew, it was the first time he was ever in the Nexus. He came in and someone gave him a stack of something which was worth 500 million units. So some people are very, very generous, and shout out to all of them, because that's something we lack in many games. But in No Man's Sky, the player base seems to be very, very nice. Very helpful. If you come in here, and there is people, I would say that, and you ask questions, there will normally always be someone which can help out. I've even done that sometimes. Okay, he doesn't want to talk to me now. I'm concerned. Well, of course I should be. I am my own master of my own path in life. That being this, everywhere else. Philosophy is an interesting thing. So actually tempted. Now we have all drives. Just take a little jump to a blue system and get some indium, so we have all. Oh, okay, someone wanna steal our valuables. Okay, how many are there? Damn, I should have checked if there was something that should make my one less. Overheat so easily. Why are you flying in front of me, you muppet? How did I miss that? How on earth did I miss that?
Technology recharge.
why I don't play PvP games. So, before I get into trouble with it, so, greasy trigger. It's not something I can use, so take it apart, get the things from it. Yeah, rusted metal, that's okay, that becomes something. So, is there any blue ones nearby? Is there one blue? Guess we'll find out. And the reason I do take them is that I do like to have this is not looking good. I do like to have all the 4 main metals in stock, both the normal and the activated, because sometimes you suddenly need it, and if you have to go and grind for it in a situation where, for instance, you are plane, your starship needs repairs or something else, it's really not what you want to do. So 2 abandoned bases in the same session, what's the chances? Where can I go from here? Could I even get back here? That's a question, I don't know. Nothing here. So is that plans again? Or something else? Oh, it's plans. A lot of carbon. I'm really interested in carbon. It is so easy to get. Those space pumpkins, which is on all abandoned buildings, it's a bit eerie, and later when we start going to abandoned freighters you will understand what I mean. The thing is, I have to investigate everything. That's how I am. I can't just leave things behind and say, ah, I saw that. That's cheap wiring looms. Even though I believe I have many on the freighter. So I'm actually going to sell that because it's just taking up space. You see, a living pearl is not actually that much worth for selling. Storm crystals sell for much more. Okay. What's in here? More plates. No, why not? There's a stock thingy.
Units received.
Is that something we can? No. It could be it was a 500. Did I take that? Yeah. So that's the abandoned base. So that's 2 in one session, and I read about people who had never found one. Maybe I should cut this out as a video and put on Reddit. I normally don't do that, but or put it on YouTube and link it to that. As most of you know, I have a channel there with a lot of No Man's Sky stuff on, so feel free to browse by and have a look. Now we are sitting here. I am going to take a very short break. I'm not putting the break screen on, but I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry for that. That's unfortunately how it goes when you do too much coding. Hello, little dog. So, activate engine and hive center. I'm actually going to take the chance because that's one thing which can be difficult to find is actually activated indium and emerald. So finding that in the first system I come then it's one of these chances you have to take, really. Oh, there's a storm. Nice. I can't see anything here. I have a feeling I'm close to... Yeah, I am. Too high to land. Tempted to try to go for the storm crystals. Oh, more storm. This storm. Because they are valuable. So 309 degrees. I should be dead now. I think I have to sit and wait this storm out a little bit and hope it's not something which continues, because then I have no clue how I actually get things out of the ground then. Okay, it didn't rip that apart in one go, so hopefully it stops. Hopefully. Now I'm going to be impatient, because that's who I am.
Units received.
700. Is there anything closer? Sentinel. I don't seem to be bothered by weather. Estimate I can survive in 2 minutes. No, that was not what I wanted. Why would I need sodium? That is in abundance on other places. So I will try. I need to check that I'm actually not killing myself. It's actually looking okay. It's just warm. This is fair enough. Actually looks like a good place to harvest, to farm stone crystals. I am very tempted, because they are valuable, and damn. Of course the storm stopped. Shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. That is one of the typical things, that you kind of stress with things, and then you by default just click it, and the problem is shooting and using your mining beam actually attracts the sentinels, and there is one hoovering, so what is he actually doing? Sensors ready, areas of red soldiers. Is he going away? Go away. Nothing to see here, buddy. Da, 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 da. I will not say that the terrain manipulator is always safe, because it's not. It depends on how alert the sentinels are. So don't make the mistake and think that you can use it at all planets no matter what. Sometimes you have to go to the resource, just quickly grab some, make a hole in the ground or something like that, or go to your ship, sit there a couple of minutes, and then go back and do it again and repeat. That's a possibility. However, on some planets, as soon as you start grabbing anything, then they will attack. I have even had the planets where I was scanning and they didn't like that. So just bear in mind, nothing is safe, nothing is, well, I was going to say unsafe either, because it is a balance, and you need to learn when you can do what. And then you have to calculate your chances. Do I want to take this chance? Is it worth it? Remember, there's no shame running. Now there's one coming looking at me because I'm scanning. Oh yeah, you're there. So I'm not doing him anything. I'm not gathering anything, so I'm actually just going to leave again. I got some activated indium, quite a bit actually, so that's good for now. Now let's go and visit a more safe system where we can get normal indium, if possible. So there is a space station, but there is no noting in it. It's kind of weird that we catch two of them. Oh, aggressive sentinels. I do not really want that. So what wasn't the more planets? Yeah. So that's somewhere behind that one. No, that's the one we just looked at. So there behind, okay. There. So don't, please, no aggressive. So it's a life incompatible planet. It had not much of interest, but it got indium, and let's farm some of that. That is at least then something we have, and then we have it in stock, which I think is a good plan. It's a lovely planet, this one. Okay. Scan a couple of rocks so we at least get some coins out of it as well. The reason I say scan rocks is that everything else might or might not be. But then still. Was one thing we talked about. Let's see what happens when we try to jetpack. Low atmosphere also mean low gravity, so very often you will be flying way more than you actually expect. Sorry for the noise, my dog is taking a box apart. I think she thinks she's a hamster or something like that. Or she just supports recycling. It needs to go into recycling bin. Yeah, that's true. So, I'll show you something. Activated engine. 1 becomes 4 chromatic metal. So the higher ranking metal give more than the lower one, which is copper. So it's actually worth farming for the purpose of actually get more, for instance, chromatic metal. Salt, I don't really need 600, 500, 600. Rusted metal, we don't need that. We can get that anywhere. 600, so 562. So I will take as much indium as I can. Now I'm crashing. That looked a little bit weird, but no gravity, and you go flying very erratic, which is kind of fun. I think it's brilliant that it's made like that. So we actually get a sense of these different types of planets and environments. I find it absolutely brilliant. One of the things where I think Hello Game has done very well. You actually get the feeling you are on a almost zero gravity planet, or could be fun the other way as well, where it actually has very high gravity, so you actually kind of move around like you had a weight of many pounds more than normal. So you move slow, and it's difficult. You use more oxygen, but who knows what's coming, because they are still making updates to the game, and I know a lot in the environment has said that if they even would charge people for DLCs, they would buy them, and I'm kind of in the same. They should get some money out of all the good they have done. Yeah, there was some criticism from the beginning that they didn't really deliver what they promised, but I don't think that's entirely fair to keep, because they have fulfilled the promises over time. And then we can discuss whether you should make release games which might not be totally done. I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to take that discussion too far, because some games are very bugged. Stop. Oh, maybe I should get some navigation data. I don't have much of that. Okay, they're giving me exosuit upgrade charge. That is actually not bad. Okay, anything else? So I'm going to fly around without my ship, because actually feel relatively safe here. Just don't take those unless you wanna fight with those biological horrors or whatever they are called. So I like the blue color of the indium. It's a very, very beautiful blue. How much have we gotten? Let's deactivate it. $1,200. That is not bad. So So we could call the ship, but this is more fun. So even on very barren planets, there is, if I scan, you can actually see there is oxygen, dihydrogen, oxygen, natrium, sodium. So you'll never really be without survival hope. Not saying you would be able to survive always, but you're not without hope. What? Ah. So I think now we've gotten this, then it might actually be good to harvest some more tritium. See, there's a good asteroid belt there. to fly too fast into it because I have a tendency to crash my shield against them if I go too fast. Now I got get loads of silver and gold, which I actually don't really want. Not that I don't like gold and silver, of course, but the situation where I would rather have fuel and then farm for the other things if I need to. This is actually one of the situations where a worse composite asteroid belt would kind of be better. Thing is, if you really need gold and silver, you don't find them like this. You will find that out when you fly around on your own.
Hostile ships approaching.
That's fine.
Technology breached. Hostile ships defeated.
Okay. At least we got one. Where is the space station? There. So. kind of cool if you could then claim it and this is mine now. I set up shops here. So I don't know if you can actually teleport back to the station, but what we need to do now, we need to actually do it on our freighter. So we'll go and spend some time there, doing a couple of things at least. Of those we have to do. Should be able to, yeah. So we can go to our freighter. Close doors here. It gets very cold and drafty. So there's a lot of people walking around, but first of all, we have to make that. We have everything here, so that one. Then the other one, we need solar mirror and living glass. That's not what we need to make. That's the one, solar mirror and glass. It's just glass we need. That we can make this way. Actually, I'm not going to make it this way, I'm making it this way. We have so much of this. So we need 3 glass, so that's while I'm doing all the other things, then I might as well start processing some of the things which actually need processing. Things like this. I need to see if I have more anywhere. I tend to suddenly have 7 stacks of the same thing. Like it. Okay, so while I'm doing the other things, so the mind arc. Is now made. So that is done then. So I will choke. It was not where I was supposed to go, but never mind. These aside for now. Everything I don't need. just being chucked into the storage. So that is all done for now. There will be more. I'm just going to put some of this aside. I am fully aware I'm making a mess of everything. Not the first time. That looks more manageable. So then we have here nothing which looks
constructed.
so how many can I make? That is absolutely fine. So I'm going to do it like this first. Then actually I'll let him be for now. Then we can send hopefully one more out. I should have fuel now. So we actually passed midnight, so we get a little bit more to choose from. I'd like to see if we can ship that out, the balance. So need an industrial. Might as well take the best one. Exploration. That's actually better. Support. Combat. And trade. So it actually comes up with 5 and 800, so that won't be back until sometimes tomorrow. So at least we have 3 out now, and it will hopefully bring us some good stuff. We have quite a nice portion of coins, so I'm going down to the ships and taking a repair view and see if we can make any of them fit for flying. So just need antimatter. How do we make antimatter? Takes chromatic metal and condensed carbon. So our hauler is now fully repaired. So now we need to think about what do we want it to be able to do. to be honest, it's one of those I would actually like to make it as protected as possible without actually it doesn't need to be able to fight as such. Of course it should be able to defend itself, but it's not one where it needs overly powerful things. This I always like to have, so antimatter and solar mirror. Solar mirror.
Constructed.
Antimatter.
Constructed.
So
Technology installed.
that one is one I always like, because the auto charger means that whenever you're sitting on a planet, even though you don't have any fuel, it will drag fuel from the sun. The rest we can always upgrade. So this one is actually very good. It's ready to be used, and what I actually would do, and I can do it now, we're sitting here, because I chucked certain things in this one I would put on it. Ferrite dust. Magnetized ferrite. Pure ferrite. That was for something else, but some cobalt. Can be useful. The thing is that you might sometimes see we have more ferrite dust there. We have so much. Probably should so silicate powder. So this is the base from many of our building blocks that we need if we need to make a new base somewhere. Then we have a lot of the things we need. I will also take some gold. Not necessarily a lot, but I know to make certain things you need gold in at least a little bit. I'm on purpose not taking any chromatic metal, because on any planet you will be able to find one of the base ones, so can always grind that if needed. It might be annoying, but I know I'm not going to need that much, but the thing is, it's I like to have one prepared, so if I need it I can call it, and then we are kind of good to start making a base. So that's more my thoughts behind it. There's many other things I might need. It is a question of actually getting what you think you need. That's the whole thing. It's, I mean, some of these you could put on as well, but I actually don't think, I normally don't do it. Going to put some of these on. Tool, movement, phase beam. I'm not going to use that. So that was one too many. I had a feeling. Sorry, my dog is noisy, but that's what she does. I'd rather have a A1 than a. So, and we have a little bit longer range. And you can see we don't do much damage, but we can protect ourselves. And I will get this I need a warp cell, so I make that. Antimatter.
Product constructed. Technology installed.
So this is always very, very useful, no matter what. The ability to be able to run away without issues. So there was this one. I have to put something on this one while I remember it. I don't have a lot of space, but I got this one. That will make at least it doesn't get overheated too quick. So I need slots in this one. Is everything taken off? These should really go somewhere else. There's no need for them to be here. So go to the other side and see what else going on with the ships. They were very close to being repaired. So this is done.
Technology prepared.
Okay.
Component prepared. Technology prepared. Component prepared. Technology prepared. Component prepared. Technology prepared. Component prepared. Technology prepared.
So this one is done as well. It's actually quite a good ship, so actually so I know it's not the greatest upgrade, but it's better than what I actually have anyway. So this one should also have that. That can wait. So this is repaired, and I actually think then almost at the end of the road, yeah. So all of the ships now are functioning. So we don't have to think repairs until we get something better. You can say that. So that's actually not bad. It's actually really good. I am very happy with that. So we need to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to just chuck them there for now. Actually, all these could be sold. So I will clean up a little bit. I was thinking I put something in there. What I'm actually going to do is put some more to brew, because upgrading it is at least giving more valuable, making it more valuable. So if I suddenly have way too many stacks filling up, then actually then I do have things which can be sold in big stacks, and it's actually not bad. Just going to put some of it somewhere else. Some of them I have a lot of. Which I could put in our storage just in case I should suddenly need it. Then we have some in reserve. Many of these things I don't need to run around with them, but I do like to have I do like to have them on me, so I can charge my different ones. The uranium, I need that from time to time, and it's nice to have the ability to do it when you're out and about. So that is not really going to change. All this will leave. Freighter. Chuck these in the storage container. Can I do that with X? I'm just going to, and I probably at some point will take and kind of go and sell them, but that's absolutely fine. How far is that? 51%? Well, that's 51% further than it was. So I think we should find out where we find Artemis then. system, so let's go and see if we can find him before we end the day. That way, why don't I go there? So you want me to go where the sentinels are aggressive? Yeah, why not? Gotta hope if I'm not doing anything, they won't harm me much. So we can, oh, it's actually telling me exactly where it is. It is very nice. Makes it a little bit easier. So I tried this. I miscalculated where to go, so I flew off and almost killed myself. I'm very good at that. So So we found his grave and now we're talking to him. So I used the mind arc. Oh dear. What's the errands? Seek help. Okay. Need to do something before I continue. Been here before, I think. I'm not sure. So to space. we need to call the Nexus. I didn't know that we would end up in this situation again, that we need it twice, but that is one of the things I can't control when we need to do things like this. Well, I could kind of ignore it, but that would ruin the whole purpose of doing a mission. I need some information. So I'll upload them to the machine or to the simulation or kill them. Is that the only way? That's oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. I think I will end his suffering. Where is Polo? So there, okay. Secret rooms. Why does that look like something else? I will let him die. I can't bear the thought of that if he finds out he's all alone in the simulation, that's too bad. So I killed Artemis, totally. Oh. I will say, just talk to them. I don't know if there's any need for that, but yeah. Well, it is as it is. Feel a little bit sad to actually oh yeah, in the Nexus and there you can actually go to other people's places and have a look at some of their bases and stuff like that. It's quite interesting if you haven't seen it, but I rarely do it. I do it sometimes out of curiosity, but I must admit it's quite rare I do it. So we're actually getting to the point where we are pretty much done for today, because starting something new is not really overly good. So I will do as I usually do after each session. I will just refine the things I have to refine so they're done. Mostly these, which ends up as nanites, but it's nothing overly exciting. So I actually think I will say thank you for watching, and we will be back on Thursday, where we will continue and find out what we then do. We will of course continue with the frigates and with things like finding more glyphs from graves, hopefully, and then see what we need. All our ships are repaired, so that's actually really good. So we don't have anything there. Everything we find now is pretty much for surplus. So what I think we should start thinking about is searching towards the center of the galaxy. So, wow. That might actually be a little bit early because we still have missions in the base which we haven't done. So the question is if we should look a little bit at them and maybe get what we need for the different things and then get that up to scratch. So maybe we should start next time on Thursday with going to the base and see what we can do, what we need to do. Maybe take a little step there, then search. No. We'll start with the frigates, go to the base, then go out and see if we can find some travelers which will give us graves, and otherwise than that start moving towards the center of the galaxy. So it's going to be like that. And knowing myself, that will probably be sidetracked real badly a couple of times, and that's fine. It's part of the adventure that we take some side steps and run in circles sometimes. That's what you do. So let me bid you all good night for today. It's coming up to 1 o'clock here in Britain, and it's a cold January night now. I wish you all a good night and a continued good day for those who are in other time zones, and we'll see you all Thursday again. Please consider following the channel, and please go to my YouTube channel. There is a lot of materials from No Man's Sky and other things as well, but not as much. And feel free to watch there as well, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, feel free to do that as well. I will bid you farewell and wish you well for the next couple of days until I see you again. Take care out there, and may your gods be with you wherever they are.